Welcome, Aquarius, to my channel, Mending Tree Tarot. This is a general reading for you for the month of October. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone, so please just take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. I do take pop-outs, and so in the interest of time, I've gone ahead and meditated, shuffled, and taken those cards, and as I lay out what came up for you, I would just like to say, please be careful. There are scammers out there who are preying upon people who are interested in tarot and self-help. And so just make sure that you're following the links directly below, the people that you're intending and wanting to follow. That being said, I don't have social media attached to this account, so I myself will never reach out to you soliciting for personal readings or to get paid directly in that way. I have a link down below for donations, but that is it. Okay, that being said, I have for your reading some oracle cards to get a general feel, and for the heart, I have the traditional Rider-Waite. For the oracle, I'm using the Shaman's Dream. So a lot of oracle cards came out to you for you. So I'm going to try to get through this in faster pace here for you. So the first one is Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. So the sword is meant to be a tool, not a weapon. And this is true in telling the truth, in telling your truth, and being honest with people so that you're being honest, but at the same time not being hurtful. And also with cutting ties from people, places, and situations that don't serve you any longer, right? It is a magical tool that you have in order to create autonomy where you need to create it, or to stand up for yourself where you need to stand up for yourself. And this is something that you have had in your disposal. All right, not that I would ever think, Aquarius, that you would not be honest, but it's just saying that you've been exercising this ability. Also, we have number 23 of Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. So basically the equivalent of the Wheel of Fortune here for you, that there are things that are happening, which is interesting because you also have Skywriting the Fates that comes up as well. Both of these are fated cards. So they're talking about situations, things, phone calls, messages, whatever it may be that's coming into play here for you, and that it's not by accident, and it is for your benefit. It's to create situations for you in order for you to be able to take advantage and see that there are opportunities where there may not have been before, which may exceed your expectations of what you ever thought could have happened previously, right? So this is you seeing things in a new way and things presenting themselves to you that may seem kind of out of the blue. Although we have the Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix, which is number 24. It may feel at times like you're unsupported in this process, but just like a mushroom has this whole network, like all the mushrooms are kind of connected together and you know, that they're communicating with and talking to each other and supporting each other. The same is for you. So even though at times you may not feel supported in what is going on right now, there is a lot of support on the other side for you, and that there are situations and things working in your favor that you may not realize, which can be a part of this fated element, this fated energy here. Then I have the Skywriting, like I said, once again, the fates. This is something that's destined to really happen in your life. This is not by accident. This is intended. So whatever it is that this is speaking to for you, whatever part of your life that this is speaking for, is discussing, this card is discussing the fact that that is intended. This is not by mistake. This was supposed to happen exactly how it's supposed to happen. Whether it's good or bad, it's not for you to really judge. It's not good or bad. It is just something that has created a situation in order for you to be able to learn and deal a lesson, right? And then we have number 58, which is Vanishing Mirror, ego sublimation. So this is a lot of any kind of self-centeredness that might be there for you, really kind of release that and to kind of see things and to see yourself in a new way where it allows you to be able to change those things about yourself that you want and need to change. This is about self-acknowledgement, self-assessment, and not necessarily in beating yourself in any particular way, beating yourself up. It's not about that. It is more about realization and a letting go where perhaps maybe you were not seeing really outside of yourself, right? And kind of seeing the larger picture of what's been going on. All right, which brings us to the heart of the situation. So what's interesting is that your most recent past, you have two fives. You have the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. Five of Wands, people say is it's conflict, yes, but they're practicing this conflict. It's all in good sportsmanship. But then the Five of Swords is kind of a different scenario. Five of Swords is typically known as the card that you're, not you, but the person in here is winning at all costs. So, see, he wants to have everybody's sword. He doesn't want to just fight you. He wants to take what it is that you're fighting and be, I won and I won all the spoils of the situation. So, what this is saying to me is that whatever has been happening, that there has been some real conflict, and perhaps at first it may have felt like it was all not hurting, not affecting anyone in a negative way, and that it became and merged into something more serious and kind of got out of control. That's actually kind of, yeah, that's the energy that I'm getting from these cards, that it was all meant, not necessarily in good fun, but you never expected it to be that serious. You yourself never took it that seriously initially. And now it's become a serious situation, okay? It's gone beyond what you ever thought it would have been. And now we're kind of in this state. So we have, in your current situation, the Three of Pentacles and Judgment. So Three of Pentacles is teamwork, right? But it's also about trying not to take things too seriously. You see this one person here is wearing polka dots. Polka dots is about a little bit about letting go of the seriousness. So perhaps right now you're trying to like release the intensity of whatever's been happening and try to like have a lighter heart about it, but also trying to work with a team in order to resolve the situation, or you've chosen to separate yourself from that and now you're working with a team of people. But Judgment is the resurrection card. It is things coming back from the past, which majority of October is dealing with the Mercury retrograde, which is a lot of kind of dealing with the past. You're not making forward movement, you're resolving and at least going over and seeing in the past what needed some more work, right? And which is why it's a great time to be more internal. But it looks like you'll be either be working with people that you worked with before in the past, in some kind of endeavor, or that, this is the situation that you're in now. This is the group of the people that you are with now and working with. But something from the past conflict is going to be kind of rearing its head, and that making you have to kind of deal with it. Yeah. So then we have in the near future, the Chariot and the Moon. So the Chariot is forward movement. You are going to be making progress. The thing is that you are the master of your destiny here, right? This is a fated situation, but you get to choose your path. It is about setting your intentions and kind of setting the direction in which you want things to go. And that's more than just looking at you and how things benefit you, but how they benefit everyone else. That's where this vanishing mirror kind of comes in play, right? It's about how things work for everyone and the benefit for everyone, and using this faded energy in your benefit, right? You can make the larger picture resolve itself. If you keep on focusing on small little details on it, then only the small little details are going to be resolved. So really, when you have this opportunity present itself like you do now, it's about really looking at the larger picture and seeing how it affects everyone, and really focusing on how you would prefer, like what would be the best result for everyone involved on both sides. And for the Moon, this is again that there are a lot of emotions tied with this. There's something deep hidden underneath, and through using your emotions, through really kind of tapping in how you feel about it, it will give you the answer, the direction, and the ability to move this all in a particular way. So either there's underlying feelings that you haven't really dealt with, and or you really need to connect with those emotions in order to really make things start to have a resolve in a direction that you want it to have. Okay. I am going to pull 2 oracle cards in order to give you some advice for this time. I'm going to use the Earth Wisdom Oracle and Northern Virtues Archangel Michael deck. So thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What advice do you have for Aquarius during this time? What advice can you give Aquarius for the... Ooh, that is a lot. Yeah, you got 3 cards. Okay, so you have boundaries, clear aura, and freedom. And then I'm going to get a card from the Archangel Michael. Thank you so much. What advice do you have for Aquarius during this time that would be the most helpful? What advice do you have? Ooh, that's a lot. Well, okay. They wanted it to come out. So decide to be happy now. Your children are watched over by angels. A lot of people are getting that card. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Let go of fear now. Okay, so I am going to read from the book on these. So you have number 1, boundaries. So the plant that's given here is yarrow, which helps establish and defend healthy boundaries, strengthens the aura and sense of self, and heals energetic wounds. The stone is amber, which reinforces boundaries, and creating clear boundaries is necessary for maintaining good emotional, physical, and spiritual health. It is your sense of identity. If your sense of identity is weak, or if you need to heal energetic wounds, establishing boundaries is vital. Defend your right to thrive like a warrior, serving the divine spark that resides within you. The quote, I have a right to autonomy and independence. No one controls me without my permission. I know who I am. We have number 7, aura cleanse. So the plant is pennyroyal, cleanses the aura, raises vibration, and protects against spiritual pests. The stone is bloodstone, is a powerful etheric cleanser. And practice good spiritual hygiene. Just as you practice physical hygiene, spend time with people and things or in places that raise your vibration, which is a great way to shake the aura free of unwanted etheric debris. Develop practices like take a hungry toad. Oh, sorry. I'm like, that does not make sense. Develop practices that, like a hungry toad, take care of spiritual pests and insects and keep your aura pure. Sorry for the pause there. The quote, I care for my spirit as I care for my body. I cleanse it daily from unwanted influences. I wash myself in spiritual love and light and understanding. And you have number 6, which is freedom. The plant is blackberry, supports shadow work, helps face primal fears, protects and heals. The stone is obsidian, exposes flaws, weaknesses, and blockages, and provides support when facing them. True freedom requires intense shadow work. Face your deepest fears. Feel your hardest, scariest, most shameful emotions. Only through recognizing and naming them can you finally deal with them and be free. Do not go alone into the shadows of your soul. Call on the dark goddess who will guide and protect you. The quote, I am ready to face my worst fear of shameful emotion. I know I am not alone and that the dark goddess will guide me toward true freedom. And for the Archangel Michael, decide to be happy now. Sorry. Here we go. The angels have heard you and are answering your prayers. Instead of making your happiness contingent upon future events, you can decide to be happy now. One way to do so is to focus on everything and everyone for whom you feel grateful. What is working well in your life? What are your blessings and strengths? By allowing yourself to experience joy and pleasure now, you become empowered. Take control of your life and prevent outside influences from determining how you feel. Other meanings can be detach from drama, expect a miracle, write a gratitude list, maintain positive thoughts about the situation, open your heart to love. The prayer, Thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all of the goodness in my life. Okay, then we have your children are watched over by angels. Archangel Michael wants you to know that he's paying particular attention to your children. He's guiding them to stay safe, develop their spiritual gifts, and discover and follow their divine life purpose. Michael's also ensuring that their peers are trustworthy and good influences. Other possible meanings are your life's purpose involves children, a healthy pregnancy and birth is ensured, an adoption will be successful, spend time with indigo and crystal children, take care of your inner child by playing and having fun, a child in heaven is happy and sending love, your children are okay, and God, give worries about your children to God and the angels. The prayer, dear guardian angels of my children, born and unborn, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so that I know the best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own and other people's children. And then it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Archangel Michael has heard your pleas for help, and his answer comes to you through this card. Leave. You've been enduring a toxic situation for far too long, investing time and energy that isn't yielding healthful results. This experience isn't beneficial for you or the other people involved. You don't need to remain in negativity. Beloved one, walk away without guilt or hesitation. The angels will assist you to ensure that the parting is as harmonious as possible, and Archangel Michael will shield and protect you. Follow your inner guidance every step of the way, and the transition will be smooth. Other possible meanings are apply for a new job, detoxify from alcohol, cigarettes, or other drugs, see a relationship counselor, speak honestly to someone with whom you're having difficulties, eat a more healthful diet, get a second medical opinion, consult a divorce attorney, move to a new home, make sure that your environment is free of chemicals and toxins. The prayer, Archangel Michael, what parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely right now? Thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy light changes in my life. And the last card here is to let go of fear now. Archangel Michael says that fear is the only thing interfering with your happiness and plans. He wants to show you how to release any worry or dread so you can feel safe and secure. This card indicates that you're ready to let go of control issues and trust that everything ultimately works out for the best. And other meanings can be you're going in the right direction. You deserve all that is good, just as we all do. Allow yourself to receive love, support, and abundance. You are lovable. The prayer, Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to leave it there for you. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm truly grateful. And for more clarification, please check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Down below, you should find a link for tips and donations if you choose to support the channel in that way. It is not expected, but genuinely appreciated if you decide to. And if you like what I do, please like and subscribe. It helps others to find the channel and lets me know that it resonates with you. Thank you so much, Aquarius. And I will see you next time.